Oh no. Please don't crash. It crashed. Of course it did. Alright, well, let's try this again. Get better cautions up. Yeah, there we go. We're good. Yeah, that's all good. Yes. Alright. Well, welcome. Let me just... What is making it look like this? No, I like the dehaze. Yeah, it doesn't look bad by any means. Yeah. I think we can definitely work with this. Let's see what the car looks like out on track here. Oh yeah, we can work with this all day, every day. So happy hour going on right now. Well, in a second here, we'll get to your starting lineup. Another 42 drivers made the field here today. And rookie Timmy Hill making his first career start today. There he is in the 63 Zero Bar Ford Taurus. He missed the Daytona 500 by 2 spots. So I have to see how this race goes for him. But in the meantime, let's take a look at your official starting lineup. On the pole is Tony Stewart. And sorry if I cough and snort a lot. I actually am sick right now, so I am trying, speak of the devil, trying my best here to get you guys this race out. But your pole sitter is going to be Tony Stewart, followed by Daytona 500 champion Greg Biffle on the outside of row number 1. Then we'll have Roush teammate number 17 of Matt Kenseth inside of row number 2 starting 3rd. And we'll have another Chevrolet, wherever he is, of Jimmy Johnson, the California kid, starting out outside of row number 2. And then rounding out your top 5 is going to be the 29 of Kevin Harvick. And alongside him is going to be another Roush driver, the 99 of Carl Edwards. Actually have some pretty good racing going on here. I'm excited. I've been testing all morning for this race, making sure the AI don't kill each other every single lap. At least there is like 1 or 2 cautions and stuff. Then I got the number 11 of Denny Hamlin inside of row number 4, starting 7th. And to his outside is the 31 of Jeff Burton. Alright, then we got the 2 of Kurt Busch here, wherever he may be. And on the outside of him, rounding out your top 10, is the 42 of Casey Mears and his Valvoline Texaco? I have no clue. But he's in a Dodge Charger. And that's running out your top 10. Row number 6, we have the 18 to J.J. Yaley, another rookie driver, making his first start, or not first start, but second start this season. We got Jeremy Mayfield here in the 19 Dodge Dealers Machine, looking for another good finish here today. Row number 7, we have Evernham teammate, the number 10 of Scott Riggs in the Stanley Dodge, who's actually just right behind him there. In his outside, in the number 01, is going to be Joe Nemechek. Row number 8, starting 15th, is going to be the 22 of Dave Blaney in his Caterpillar Dodge. And his outside is going to be the 33 of Scott Wimmer here. I always like this Holiday Inn paint scheme. I don't know why. It's always looked pretty cool in my opinion. Next up, we have another RCR car, number 07 DirecTV Chevrolet of Clint Boyer, starting 17th, and to his outside is going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr., starting in that 18th position. Starting 19th is going to be the 38 of Elliott Sadler. And to his outside, not fellow Roush driver, but a Roush driver, number 6 of Mark Martin, starting 20th here tonight. I guess I should say today, because it is just 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Get to the other Penske car, number 12 of Ryan Newman, 21st here today in his Mobil 1, number 12. In his outside, in car number 88 is Dale Jarrett. In his UPS Ford Fusion. Row 12, we have a pair of Hendrick cars, the number 5 of Kyle Busch on the inside. Actually, right behind him here. Oh, was right behind him, the 24 of Jeff Gordon is going to be starting right beside him on the outside of row number 12. Row 13 will have the number 1 car, Bass Pro Shops of Martin Truex Jr. His rookie year, pretty strong so far. Not the greatest starting spot, all the way back in 25th position, but hey, could be worse. In his outside, we'll have the veteran, number 45 of Kyle Petty. In his Wells Fargo Chevy. We have DEI number 15, Paul Menard there in his 15 Menard Chevy Monte Carlo. Almost an Impala for a second. We're not quite to those years. Not quite, not quite. And then making his second start this season. Oh, I misclicked. There's a number 60 machine of Boris Said, not having as great as a starting position as he did in the Daytona 500 outside of row 14, starting in 28th. But you know what? It's not as bad as it seems, you know. That team doesn't have a lot of back-end, so we'll be surprised to see them back up front during these non-super speedway races. And the road courses too, because that's Boris's PowerPoint here. And we got Brian Vickers. You can barely see him in for the pit wall, but there he is. In the GMAC number 25 car for Hendrick Motorsports. He is going to be qualified 29th here. And on his outside, car number 66, Jeff Green, starting 30th here. He almost won the 500. He almost had it locked up. But he just sucks that much. 31st is going to be Kevin Harvick, Jesus Christ, it's going to be Michael Waltrip in the 55 Napa Auto Parts Chevy, Dodge, Pontiac, I don't know what that thing, it looks like a Dodge Intrepid, not Intrepid, but it has no badge on it, so I don't know what it is. But moving on, making his first start of the season, it's going to be the number 9 of Casey Kane, who I guess just sucks ass or something. 25th overall in the happy hour. We got Kenny Wallace back here in the 78 machine. Rolling off inside of row 17. To his outside, Chad Chaffin in the 34 State Water Heaters Chevrolet for Front Row Motorsports. Row number 18, 35th and 36th. First car is going to be Bobby Labonte on the inside. To his outside is going to be the 14 of Sterling Marlin in his waste management car. And then row number 19, we're getting to the end here. We only got 2 more after this one. We got the 41 of Reed Sorensen in his Target Dodge. Into his outside is going to be the 96 of Jackson Moore for TK Motorsports, making his second race of the season. Made it in on speed, both in the 500 and here at Auto Club. Looking pretty good so far for the driver out of, I don't know where he's from. Row number 20, rounding out your top of 40 here. I have the 63 of Timmy Hill in the 0 bar Ford Taurus, and the number 7 of Robbie Gordon, qualified 7th for the Matei Motorsports entry. Matei, I think it's how it is. Actually, I think it's Ultra Motorsports now in 2006. I can't remember. I have no clue. And we got David Stremming in the Coors Light 40 Dodge, running out in 41st position. And then rounding out the field, you guessed it, Roush driver Jamie McMurray, the slowpoke of them all, qualified dead last. Well, I guess technically not dead last. Technically speaking, Kirk Shelmerdine qualified dead last because he was the 49th qualifier out of 49 cars. But anyways, let's get into the race here. We literally took up the entire 10 minutes of happy hour, so sorry that it took so long to just go through the starting lineup. But you know what? It was well worth it.
Drivers, to your car.
We will get ready for the green flag to drop here in just a few moments. Looks like we had some trouble during happy hour. Put your picks in the comments below, or not the comments, but the chat now. Who do you guys think is going to win the race here tonight at Auto Club? Is it going to be another Roush driver? Are they going to go back to back, or is it going to be a Chevrolet? Could it be Joe Gibbs? Could it be Hendrick? Guess we'll have to wait and see. Could be RCR. Kevin Harvick. He's had some pretty good speed this weekend as pace car pulling off of the speedway. 50 laps to kick off, or to continue on to the 2006 season. Green flag is out. They're already 3 wide. I don't know why that camera just started spinning here. So sorry about the spinning camera, I guess. Trying to figure out what camera is this? This is rear facing camera, so let me just fix that so we actually have the rear facing camera. Right now, Matt Kenseth picking up right where he left off at Daytona to the lead here already. Denny Hamlin up to second in his rookie season. Very strong start for the Joe Gibbs Racing driver. Currently 3 wide for third there. Johnson had it, I believe, yeah. Just a hair over the 40, or a hair over the 29. All the way down to the apron goes to 29. He's going to clear Johnson. Here comes Kurt Busch on the bottom. 3 wide for fourth. Wide again for third. I'm going to give it to Harvick for now. It has a great entry into turn 3. Can he slide up in front of Edwards? Not quite. Edwards going to fight back on the outside. Meanwhile, Matt Kenseth, Denny Hamlin, they might be battling for the race lead here soon. Lap times looking pretty similar. Hamlin just slightly bit faster there. Oh, Kurt Busch nearly got up into the back end of that 29 of Harvick. Already 4 laps into the race. Huge push is coming to the 22 of Dave Blaney, but Mark Martin, Jeff Burton going to ditch him there on the bottom. Blaney doing a great job pinning that 6 of Mark Martin to that bottom lane. Trying to get a good run here off of turn 4. Blaney is already moving himself up inside nearly the top 5 almost. As here is the battle for the race lead. Kenseth has it right now over Hamlin, but how long is that one gonna last? And may I just add that that 22 car has moved up from 15th all the way up inside the top 5 almost. Actually, he's gonna fall back Couple more positions here. Actually, we might be outside of the top 10 now. A for effort, I guess. Hamlin, he started in the 7th position now, looking for the race lead 6 laps into the race. Just can't get make a move on that 17 car. Let's go ahead and see what's going on through the field here. Timmy Hill in his first ever NASCAR start period, holding on to the outside, trying to hold off the 7 of Robbie Gordon. Chad Chaffin and the 40 of David Stremme bumper to bumper here for 37th and on forwards. Jackson Moore did not have a great starting spot, but he's already worked himself up inside the top 30 here, using a little bit of that apron, working himself around big names like Jamie McMurray, Jeremy Mayfield. This 96 car's definitely got some power under the hood. Started all the way back in 38th position, now up to 29th. Huge bull bumper to the back of the 19. He literally just pushed him up out of the way. Jackson Moore not given 2 flying feathers here at Auto Club. So he is now up to 26. I did not mean to pause it. A little bit up into the future here. I don't know why these guys are using the apron like it's their job to. It kind of isn't. You're not supposed to use that. Meanwhile, top 3 are on a breakaway. Make it top 4, maybe top 5. Looks like Casey Mears. He's kind of pulling away here. Paul Menard, he's up to, I think this will be 6th for him this time by. Menard having a really strong run in his number 15 for Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. DEI for short. No problems for Greg Biffle. He is down below the apron. Your Daytona 500 champ may be having some problems here. So he'll go back into the racing line. Maybe just miss the corner or something. He's going to lose a ton of positions here. He's going to fall just inside of the top 20, it looks like. There's still 3 wide here. Kyle Busch and then number 5, black and red machine. Trying to get to the outside to Dave Blaney. Not quite able to get there, though. Right now, as it stands 10 laps into the race, Denny Hamlin falling off of that 17 car. Looks like Jimmy Johnson might be using that 11 car for bait here. He is looking for that 2nd position now. The California native trying to get a win at his home track here. That number 48, Jimmy Johnson, has been on a strong run here so far as he's going to move to the inside. Qualified 4th now, looking for 2nd, using the apron. He's going to slide up. Johnson to 2nd. Oh, Kurt Busch blew a motor. He collected Kevin Harvick. Caution is going to come out. How in the world did Kurt Busch just blow a motor? Let's go on board here. He just moved down right in front of that 29. Both cars backed it up into the wall there. Kevin Harvick with a fair amount of rear end damage to his 29 Chevy. Doesn't look like his front end is smashed. Oh, it looks like we had another incident further up ahead. Was this the result of that happening? No, it looks like this was after the fact here. Actually, it might have been the result here. It looks like everyone kind of checking up, squeezed together. 16 came down into the 45 of Vickers. Oh, hard hit for the 5 of Busch. Newman had nowhere to... Oh, J.J. Yealy up and over, it looked like there. Mayfield's involved. The 40 of Stremme is in it. Casey Kane is in it. I think I see Dave Blaney back there spinning, and yes, he is. Go to our most unrealistic cam we have here, just so we can see who all was involved in that one. Looks like Jackson Moore made it through there. Oh, hard hit to the back end of JJ Yeley. We're good. Check up, check up, check up. Oh no, he was not good. He had just hit the, what's his face? 12 of Newman. Oh, Harvick, man. He tried to get back going again. With minimal damage, and then, I don't know what Harvick was thinking speeding up like that, but look at this. Gets back up to speed. And then moves up the track where all the cars are. Bam! Bam! Double whammy. And they just kept piling into poor Dave Blaney there. A bunch of beat up cars here. Tons of debris on the backstretch. Like 50 cars are probably out of this race. That was a huge wreck. But your team members here in the Discord server will see where you guys are here. Timmy Hill looks like he is okay. He made it through. He is now in the 25th position. They're still trying to clean it up here. Oh my god. Look at all those cars that wrecked out. And let's see here. Looks like Jackson Moore. He is scored in the 24th position. Oh my days. That was the biggest wreck in VRN CS history so far. Caution coming out about 25% of the way through the race here. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars. No. 9 cars have officially DNF'd out of the race. It looks like the 12 of Newman, he is still here. He's the last car in line. So I guess we can go ahead, sim ahead, lap 15. Looks like we are going back green now. So when we get to the line here, folks, we'll have 45 laps to go. Or no, sorry. 35 laps to go. I did a huge brain fart there. So hopefully we don't have any more bad wrecks like that one. Nine cars now out of the race. Get ready for the restart here, folks. Go double file here. It'll be Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, because I'm assuming Hamlin beat Kenseth out of pit road here. That's why he is where he is. I don't want to say the outside lane has the slight advantage on restarts here. But you also know that 48, he started to move along here as the run went on. Pace car is off as we get ready to go back, or we'll go on board Matt Kenseth here. Caution has come back out. What happened this time? Oh, problems for the 01 of Joe Nemechek. That's another blown engine today. Four wide in the turn. This does not work. Oh, looks like the 33 hooked the 01 and the 24 and collected the 63 of Timmy Hill. That's gonna be a fix for sure. Let's take a look at the damage here on the 63 as it is one of the league cars. Oh, lots of front end damage there to the 63 0 bar Ford Taurus. That right side is pretty bent inwards. Tough break for the 63 machine, making his first career start here at California Speedway. I'll bring her down pit road now. We're under caution for the second time. We barely even got going. Looks like Mark Martin is now your race leader. And may I just say, Johnson was on a big run there to the center. It was very close between the 11 and the 48, the 6. They were through wide. It was fantastic battle here. Keep an eye on the pace car here. We'll go to lap 20. Alright, we're going green. Almost halfway through the race here. Keep an eye on that 48. He's once again restarting third. Looks like the 01 and the 24 both retired out of the race once again. But the 63 of Hill is still good to go. Here we go, pace car pulling off of the speedway. Green flag coming back out for the third time today. There they go. Casimir's way up against the wall, trying to get to the outside of Greg Biffle. Already 3 wide, maybe even 4 wide. Mears into the wall there. And Hamlin to the lead. Commanding lead, shall I say. Already pulling away from the field here. But Matt Kenseth, he is on the charge. He restarted 5th here. He's already back up to 3rd. Dominated the first 10 laps of this race before the caution came out. He's going to have to get around his Roush Racing teammate of Mark Martin here. Martin Truex Jr. having a phenomenal race as well in his DEI #1 machine, running in that 5th position over Carl Edwards. And Edwards is going to take that 5th spot, and now Clint Boyer, he's going to take 6th, and now Scott Riggs, he's going to take 7th from him. All in one turn, that #1 machine lost that many spots. And look at this, 26 of Jamie McMurray up inside the top 10 almost here. He missed the Daytona 500. He qualified like crap. He qualified 42nd. And now here he is running 10th. Oh, battle for the race lead shaping up here side by side. Johnson's looking for it. And Johnson not quite going to clear yet. They'll be side by side into 3 and 4. And now he's going to clear. Kenseth is going to shoot to the bottom as he's looking for 2nd now. We have a great view of this battle here. Advantage to Hamlin right now, but Kenseth, can he shoot to the bottom here into turn 1? Looks like he cannot quite get there. Further back, great action all around the speedway here. It's hard to cover all of it. Huge run for Harvick. Not Harvick. It's 6 of Martin. Now Scott Riggs up to 10th, or up to 5th here. Coming on to lap 25. Halfway next time by. Riggs now looking for 4th from Martin. He's going to take it. The 17 missed his corner there. He's going to lose a ton of spots here. So that puts Scott Riggs up to 3rd now. He has a phenomenal car. Martin fought back on the outside. And actually, no, put Scott Riggs to 4th, put Mark Martin to 3rd, and put that 17 outside of the top 10 almost. Trying to hold on to 9th, but here comes Roush Racing driver teammate, 99 of Edwards. 07 looking to the inside of Paul Menard for, I think that is the 7th position. Huge run for that 17 machine. He's all over the back bumper of Clint Boyer. He's moving to the inside now. He's going to take that 8th spot away. Not quite able to clear yet. Menard trying to hold on to 7th. He's going to lose it here. Scott Riggs, he's falling back a bit. Here comes the 26 Ford of Jamie McMurray to his inside. And here comes the 17 as well. 3 wide for a top 5 spot. Give it to McMurray. No, give it to Kenseth. Huge move to the inside. He'll take it over McMurray. Still 3 wide here. We've got less than 25 to go here at Auto Club for the 2006 Auto Club 500. Clint Boyer rubbing up against Greg Biffle. Contact made. Biffle with the move. Here comes the 15 and the 8 teammates working the bottom. It's getting exciting here towards this mid-pack. Paul Menard was just inside the top 5 now. He's outside of the top 10, but now huge move to the bottom with help from his DEI teammate Dale Earnhardt Jr. himself. It looks like the pair will be 9th and 10th here. Make it 8th and 9th actually. And now Junior to the inside. He's looking for that 8th spot. And he'll take it from Menard. Now Mears looking for that 9th spot from Menard. Menard's going to have a good run here out of turn 2. I don't think Casey's going to be able to quite get there. Yeah, no, not quite able to make a move. Menard will keep it for now. Still battling back here for 10th. Right now, Scott Riggs has it. McMurray wants it. But so does Truex and Boyer. Truex to the inside of the 26. Once again, going to be 3 wide into turn number 1. I'm going to favor that number 1 of Truex right now. Nearly contact made between the 07 and the 1. Huge run out of turn 2 for Truex. Actually, this is the battle for 11th. So it looks like everything else has sorted itself out here. Denny Hamlin still trying to catch up to your race leader, Jimmy Johnson. Just 10 laps to go. Gap has expanded about 4 car lengths. Johnson running that higher lane to get a huge run off the turn. And he might even be saving some tire as well. Ryan Newman right now, currently 30th. 31st is Timmy Hill. 32nd is out of the race. Scott Wimmer, he doesn't look like he has any damage. Oh, no, he does. I'd take that back in the 60. Then 7, they're just that slow. Same with Chad Chaffin, Waltrip. Marlin going through the field here. The 9, he has a bunch of rear end damage, but he's still running inside top 25. And there's Jackson Moore, top 20 right now. Trying to hold on to it over Casey Kane. Looks like Kane's looking to the outside. Can he make the outside lane work here? Not quite able to get there. Rest of the field is going single file except for this 4-way battle for the top 10 position. McMurray is going to have it this time around. Casey Mears has fallen back. And now Mears to the inside of Menard for 10th. Mears is going to have it. Menard slowly starting to fade a bit. I don't know what the fuel mileage range is going to be with these guys. I wouldn't imagine they can make it much longer. We've been green for about 20 laps now. So surely expect to see some sort of green flag pit stops here soon. As there goes Timmy Hill going a lap down in his first career start. Johnson, Hamlin, Kenseth, Stewart, and Mark Martin, your top 5 right now. And then the top 10, the bottom 5 change like every single lap. Right now, it's Biffle, Jarrett, Earnhardt, Menard, McMurray. Nope, Casey had it that lap. But McMurray wants it here. And McMurray's going to take it. I'm trying to, like, cover up my coughing as best as I can, but it's clearly not working all that well for me. Now is it? We're coming up to just 15 laps to go here at Auto Club. Jimmie Johnson, who has been leading for the past 10 or so laps, I want to say, is on a great run here. Kenseth looking to the outside of Hamlin. He has really closed the gap between him and the 11. 15 laps to go here at Auto Club. Great run through 1 and 2 for Kenseth here. He's going to be right on the back bumper of Hamlin. He's going to look to the outside, though. We never see the outside work here. Yeah, no go for Kenseth, but he's going to get right back to the bumper here. I know he's going to go back to the outside. Both drivers closing in on your race leader of Jimmie Johnson. They've kept it about the same. Like, they close in and they fall back. Close in, fall back. But now Kenseth is under pressure from the 20 Home Depot Chevy of your Tony Stewart. He was your pole sitter earlier today. Currently running inside the top 5. And now Hamlin to the inside, trying to take the race lead. Not able to get there. Actually, I think he's coming down pit road. Here comes everybody. Hamlin just had a terrible stop. He is for sure going to lose a handful of positions here. Looks like everyone and their mother coming down pit road. No one's staying out. And it looks like the 6 of Mark Martin stayed out. And that is it. Everyone else, they've already come in and serviced their cars. And as long as no caution comes out, we'll be good here. We'll keep an eye on this. Yeah, everyone else came down pit road, it seems. Except for the 6 of Mark Martin. And it looks like he's going to come in this time around. Yep, here it comes. And then Scott Riggs here. Did he stay out? Or did he already pit? Looks like he already pitted. Looks like he might cycle to the race lead here. I'm not sure. Don't know where Johnson is right now, if I'm 110% honest. There's Biffle and Kyle Petty. There's Johnson, so he is going to be the race leader. Jimmie Johnson is. I'm more than certain of it at this point. But Dale Jarrett, he is all over the back bumper of that number 11 machine. Now, did this pan out for Mark Martin? He was running inside the top 10. Can he get it going? It is going to be super duper close. He's going to lose 2 spots, maybe 3. Yep, he's going to lose 3. We might be able to get one of them back here quickly. He'll cycle to 4th. And now Johnson back to the race lead here at Auto Club. Hamlin just on his outside, though. Dale Jarrett isn't that far back either. Kyle Petty had a black flag, it seems. He's going to bring her back down pit road, as he is exiting the pits right now, actually. Side by side, almost for the race lead. Coming to just 10 more laps to go. We shouldn't have any more cautions here. It looks like it's down to these 4. These 3, as the 6, he's falling back. Hamlin hard on the outside right now. Looks like Hamlin has a better short run car. We gotta wait to see Johnson's car come to life here. Jarrett looking for second, side by side. The 1999 Cup Series champion looking to make this move here on the 11 of Hamlin. This is going to help Johnson a ton. Not able to make it work, though. It's good to see where everyone is after pit cycles here. He's still in 31st. Where's Jackson Moran? He's currently 16th right now. Pretty nice run for him. Actually, that doesn't seem right. I think he's about to lose a couple of positions here. Yeah, he's 18th right now, but still top 20. Not bad for him. 14th, 13th. Menard all over the back bumper of that 42. Again, we got a lap car. 45 of Kyle Petty. Remember, he had to serve that pit penalty earlier. Everything's looking fine and dandy except for up front. Hamlin now to the race lead over Jimmy Johnson with just 8 laps to go here at Auto Club. The California native is going to get passed late in the race here by Hamlin. Is Hamlin going to be able to pull away, or is Johnson going to be able to get back around him? I don't quite remember where Denny Hamlin is from. I think he's Florida, right? I don't know. You guys can correct me on that in the chat. I think his hometown's Florida. I can't. Home state is Florida. But I know Johnson's. His is California. Gap opened up to about 0.2 of a second. They're coming up on a lap car of Ryan Newman here. Hamlin down below the apron here. Not going to help him get a good run here out of turn 2, or is it? It looks like the Joe Gibbs Racing Team made some great adjustments to that number 11 machine. Make it better for this 10-lap short distance run that we had left over once pit cycles were over. And same with the 88 of Dale Jarrett right now. Currently top 3. I don't think he was inside the top 5. He was running 7th or 8th at the time of pit stops. But I don't think it's quite over yet. Johnson's still keeping pace with him. Lap times are pretty similar. Only about 300 slower is Johnson than Hamlin. Coming to 5 laps to go here. Right along that white line, Hamlin and Johnson are. Great turn 4 exit for Johnson. He closed the gap. He split it in 2, basically. Ran about 1/10 quicker than Hamlin that lap. 5 laps to go at Auto Club. It's going to come down to every last second of it. Wrong camera angle. There we go. On board the 48 of Johnson here. Massive run for Johnson out of turn 4. He's going to stick to the outside here. They're going to be side by side at the line. Four laps to go in the Auto Club 500 here. And obviously Auto Club Speedway. Looks like Dale Jarrett, he might be pulling in a bit as well. Maybe not. The only car faster than the race leaders right now is Mark Martin. And he is the second back, so honestly don't count him out yet, but he still has to get around Dale Jarrett. Johnson lost a good amount of ground that lap. Not as fast as Hamlin was. About 2/10 slower. With 3 laps to go, can Johnson make that ground back up? We'll go back on board the 48. Johnson's historically been a lot faster in 3 and 4 than the 11. Looks like he's kind of taking it conservatively now through that turn. See the battle back there. Looks like Martin got around Dale Jarrett. No, he did not. Gap stayed about the same again. Coming to the white flag this time. I think Johnson's run out of time at this point. Down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4. Hamlin pulling away big time there into 3. I wouldn't be surprised if that gap was over 3/10 of a second here. Got a lap car. Timmy Hill coming into the picture though. 7.6, 7.5. Didn't really change a whole lot. Lap car gonna hold up Jimmy Johnson. Give it to Denny Hamlin. The race is over. Looking for his first career win down the backstretch for the final time here at Auto Club. Johnson dominated the second half of the race, but in a late race pass for Denny Hamlin, it looks like he is going to go to victory lane today in California. Denny Hamlin wins the Auto Club 500 at Auto Club. Your 2006 Auto Club 500 winner, Denny Hamlin. He led the last 9 or 10 laps or so here. Over Jimmy Johnson in a late race pass. It looked like Johnson was going to be able to catch back up. He was unable to. He's going to finish second here today. Dale Jarrett comes home third. Mark Martin fourth. Fifth is going to be Tony Stewart. Sixth, Paul Menard. Great run for him. We'll get your rest of the running order here in just a few seconds. Let's go ahead. Switch to this cam. We'll go to the race winner. So your full results here. We'll go ahead and save this now. Before I forget to, you know, I've done that before where I've done a sim race and forget to save the results and be like, well, guess I have to redo it now. Got Scott Wimmer coming home 28th. Where'd that 96 come home? Jackson Moore with another top 20 finish for him. Great job by him. Sadly, Kirk did not make the field. As I told you before, he was the slowest car. 9 cars still DNF'd. 3 cars finished a lap down. David Stremme gets the last car award. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and show you guys the points following, well, Auto Club. So give me just 1 second here. I have to turn that off. There we go. Okay. Where is score 4? Oh, no. Are you serious? Hold on. I have to re-download it again. So in the meantime, here, enjoy some NASCAR music or something. Alright, we should be good here in just a second. I just have to... Why won't you do this correctly? Yes, right standings. Okay, thank you. RPM stadiums. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, let's see here. Let's go ahead and throw this on. Turn that off. Here we are. Well, we've had 46 total drivers start so far. I'll put all of this stuff in teams and chassis, and I just wanted to pull this up quick for you guys. But, and also make it more readable. So I might do like a white text over it. But anyways, point leader right now is Denny Hamlin with a 48-point lead over Greg Biffle. And then we got 57 points back, Tony Stewart, 66 points back, Dale Jarrett, and Mark Martin round out your top 5. Now, with all that being said, that is basically all that we have. Looks like Mark Martin moved up 10 spots from Daytona. It looks like Jimmy Johnson, he moved up 28 spots. Who is our biggest loser here? Minus 18. Anything bigger than minus 24 for Bill Elliott, as he had a pretty good finish, but he didn't race, as that was his only race this season. We got Kyle Busch, Casey Kane, Jeremy Mayfield, Larry Gunselman, Michael Waltrip, Shelmerdine. There's my guy, 44th in points. So here's how this is going to work. Top 30 and owners points will get locked into every single race next season. So right now, these are your top 30, technically speaking. Because I don't see how. Chad Chaffin, top 10 in points. Let's go, dude. What a goat. That's going to change very quickly. And then, I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but the points format, or well, the postseason is going to be a little bit different here, okay? So, here's how this is going to work. Instead of doing a thinny, we're going to have a bracket sort of deal where top 10 drivers in points after New Hampshire will be put into a board. So we'll have 10 drivers here, like on this side of the screen or whatever. And then after the first race of the postseason, worst driver of the 10 will get eliminated. So I don't know what race that is off the top of my head. So let me just pull this up here quick. Cup 2006. So after this race, we'll have 9 races left. So after Dover, the first race in the postseason, we'll have the worst finishing driver will get eliminated. And so on and so forth until we have the final 2 at Homestead. And then the worst finisher of the 2 will get eliminated, and then that'll crown the champion. I know it's probably the worst format we could use, but that's why we are using it, because it's the worst format we could use. And then, yeah, that is basically all that I have for you guys today. Next race will be, I'm aiming for Saturday. However, I don't know what my schedule is going to be Saturday, so I don't know if I'll be able to stream that day or not. So the best case scenario that you guys can keep up with is if you join the Discord server, which should be in the description. If not, let me just double check in. If not, I'll put it there. We'll just make a new tab and grab this over here. Let me see. Also, we're so close to 70 subs, so let's go hit 70 for the end of the year. That's the goal. Let's hit 70 in 7 days. All right. Discord server is now posted in the server, or in the description. But yeah. So thank you all for tuning in. If you did enjoy it, please comment.